I live in Berlin, and around the house where I live in, there was there was a group of people standing in front of some house. And one was wearing a big hat. It was Jewish people, and they held a ceremony. And I don't know which one or what it really was, but I listened. So I was standing there, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I don't know, let's say, year 2009. I'm standing on this corner in Berlin, and there's a group of Jewish people, and they're holding a ceremony, or they're saying something. And the rabbi said something, he said one thing that I really, really, really liked. He said, a man comes to a crossing, and there are no signs, and he doesn't know where to go. So he decides to put up a sign of where he came from. I think that's very, excuse me, but I think for a Jewish group to do that in Berlin, that is very strong, and I think it tells us something too, even if we don't need to cry about this. That's what we do. We should put up signs that point to where we come from. That is a film. That is a song. That is a story, a poem, or whatever we want to do. And that's the only thing we can do. We can try to pretend we always, I was in acting school. Believe me, acting school is only about, you think you need to be just more interesting. You just need to be somebody that enters the room and everybody knows, no, that is a great actor. I can tell right away. And you always know you're not, because people don't give a shit if you come into the room. And so the only way you can become that, I don't even know if that should be the goal, enter some kind of room or whatever. But the only story you can tell is your story. You can't fake that. You can't fake that. Now, I am not saying this because I want you to do genre, mafia, Michael Corleone films. And I'm not saying this because I want you, the only true thing is about art house and pain. Comedians do the same thing. The very same thing. Ben Stiller. I think he found a character, this is just my interpretation, but I think when he started to do what he did, he found something. I think he's playing somebody he's afraid of that he could be. Just a little guy that talks a lot and is a little overwhelmed and wants to be on top of things. I believe the energy with the way he presents that, he's talking about himself. I think maybe he found this persona that he's actually ashamed of and hopes not to be. And with that persona, he goes in front of the camera, and that's why things happen. So it's not the exploring of what you're made of is not for art house, and the bad guy, demon, whatever, is not just for genre. I think it's really the vocabulary you need. It's really for doing it and for telling stories. Did I forget anything? No, I think this is it. And that's the most important thing I can tell you. I don't want to overdo it. I said something about 60 minutes of pure hate. I just like it if it's full. I think that's okay. I could have called it conflict in scripts and filmmaking. Questions? You guys got questions? Come on. I would never ask the first question. So second question, please. And this all made sense to you? Come on, there's got to be somebody go like, come on. No? Okay, that's good. I mean, you can ask me later. You can tell me stuff, you can buy me a drink, that's all good. And okay, last thing is, so how long was this now? Not too long. Are we going to make it within the 60 minutes? No, but I mean test screening. So you know, test screenings. There's this group, they bring in, I don't know, 300 people or something, and then they have to fill out these forms. And on category 1, there's, I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, they fill out the forms and they say, I will definitely recommend this. I will probably recommend it. I don't know yet, I won't recommend it. This is the most important thing. So I want you to be really honest. If this would have been a film you've just watched, would you highly recommend it? Stand up. Oh, you gotta stand up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, second group is I would probably recommend it. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Now the group that would maybe recommend it. You got both. I like it. No. Very good. Very good. Now the group that does not recommend it. Oh, come on. Somebody with balls. Somebody would say no. Okay. No. That's good. Now, what do I take from this? First of all, test screenings are great. What is great about test screenings is that you sit in an audience watching your film. That is the most important moment. It's way higher up there than what they said or wrote, because you can feel it. You can see your film with all these people, and I think it's a telepathic moment. You sit there and all of a sudden you understand stuff and you see stuff that you didn't understand before and you didn't see before. It's really amazing. And all of a sudden you find things funny that you didn't think that were funny before. So I'm saying test screenings are awesome because that's the moment that's great. And I think that's the most important one for you. It's the same, it's with criticism. How do we deal with that? Ask yourself if it's true. Do you believe it? Is that person saying something that you believe as well? Then it's right. If it's not right, then it's not right. But you need to know what your view is. Don't let them tell you. Feel it. Trust your instincts. You know. Invite people to your editing room. A good friend or two or what. It's not really important what they say afterwards. It's what you feel when you watch the film with them. If you can become better at that. If you're not afraid of their feelings, you will know. And maybe because you never know what they're going to say. And, maybe they don't like you, or they like you very much, or they want to be smart, or then you have two of them and they don't know each other. You invited them at the same time to the editing room, and then they want to impress each other. And you never know. You never know about that. And then you're supposed to be the person that finds out. You already did. Screening is over. You know, or you know at least something. That's the most important thing you can know. Thanks a lot for coming. Have a good day. Okay.